Hi guys, welcome back with me. So today's video will be about the topic that most of you guys ask, which is about how can we get a job in Japan as a foreigner. Today we will not talk about the English teacher job or whatsoever. We will talk only about the hotelier job. So I have interviewed some of my colleagues from different countries to share a little bit to you guys about their experience, how they can come to Japan to work, because different countries might need different kind of documents that you need. Let's get into it and hope you enjoy.
Hello, my name is Yulia.
My name is Alex.
And we are from Ukraine.
Hey, I'm Devansh Guharoy. According to Clarissa, I'm from Kerala. Although I'm not. I'm from India, a part of India called Kolkata.
Penontonnya Clarissa, gue Adam. Gue dari Jawa, daerah yang pada pakai baret merah, Jawa Barat.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm from Taiwan.
Well, my name is Christopher and I'm from the Philippines, but they call me Chris, or they can call me Christopher. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Steve. I'm from Vietnam.
Hi, my name is Newin. I'm from Myanmar.
It's United Arab Emirates, around 2 years.
I worked in Dubai for 3 years.
Gue kerja lama sih. Sebelum gue kerja di perusahaan yang bareng sama Clarissa ini, gue kerja di daerah yang sama di Niseko juga, tapi perusahaan Jepang sebelumnya. Nah pas di Jakarta nih gue di international brand yang ada singa-singanya.
I worked in the United Kingdom around 2 years.
I worked before in Singapore for the past 10 years. So the first job was in hotel, in Charlotte Hotel, followed by retail. So I tried retail, and then after that I ended working in a hotel as well, which is Marina Bay Sands, for almost 6 years.
Before coming here, I worked in Hiroshima hotels about 9 months. And in Vietnam, I worked at one of the international hotel also around 1 year.
I worked before in Jumeirah, and after that I worked for MasterChef. And in the industry, I've been here for 9 years.
Japan all the time was very attractive to us, and since we are from Ukraine, it was very difficult to come here because of tickets and time. Some of the time we were interested in their culture, their people, technologies, and when we found opportunity in working website in Hyatt to come to Japan, we didn't have doubts to apply.
And also I would like to add that Japan is very safe country and economically stable, so it's very important for the good and comfortable life, especially for all people and for foreigners especially.
Okay, so I'm a bartender, and for me and for all bartenders probably all over the world, Japan is a very interesting destination because of the way they make their alcohol and the way they make their drinks. Their cocktail techniques are really different. So to be a good bartender, I think you should know what the Japanese do, because Japan is completely different from the rest of the world. And to have that in your CV is a very good plus point. So one of the reasons I wanted to come to Japan was to experience the bartending culture and to experience how they make their drinks, how they cultivate their techniques into cocktails. And that's the reason it was one of the most interesting things about Japan for me.
Jujurnya gue nggak milih sih, lebih ke adanya Jepang, Pak. Kesempatan yang munculnya dari Jepang. Ya, terus gue pikir-pikir kayak nggak oke juga lah Jepang, kenapa enggak? Udah berangkat nih.
First thing, I love Japan. I used to travel to Japan every year. And the second is more closer to my family compared with the UK.
Well, actually Japan was not my first choice. It was Canada. But I was thinking Canada is very far and it's very hard to go back to Philippines, so I decided to choose Japan instead since it's an Asian country. And because Japan is as successful as Singapore, so I don't think so. I was being skeptical of choosing this country.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to learn about the omotenashi hospitality spirit of Japan. And after that, I would like to learn more about the Japanese and also their culture.
Why not? Japan is one of the best country in Asia, and plus, when I was in Dubai, I met the customer from Japan, so they have a function and they are very punctual and also, very polite. So I thought I would consider Japan to make a move. So when the Dubai economy is going down, I choose Japan to resettle.
So we have worked with Hyatt a long time ago, so we applied through the internal website, which colleagues can easily have access for this, and we found a vacancy for this job.
Well, for me it was a little different. I had a friend who recommended me to the director of F&B who's working in the hotel, and after that it was just an interview process and then the visa process. So for me there was no agency involved and there was no online thing.
Waktu ke Jepang tuh gue nggak pakai agent, gue langsung. Jadi karena waktu itu gue kontakannya sama perusahaan Jepang, lebih gampang proses gue. Karena kebetulan perusahaan Jepangnya namanya besar di sini, jadi gue nggak perlu bayar agent, nggak perlu bayar lawyer, gitu lah. Gue nggak keluar biaya sama sekali buat apply ke sini.
I didn't go to any agency. I just knew this opportunity from a friend.
Well, getting the job here in Japan was really not my plan. It's just that someone did message me through LinkedIn, so I saw the company and everything, so I guess I need to give it a try. So yeah, it was not hard, so it's a direct hire.
So the first jobs I worked in Hiroshima, I got that jobs from my college introductions, and after that, and these jobs right now I'm working, I got the job. I think it's by myself.
I found the job about Japan in LinkedIn. So previous my general manager, he was working for Japan Park Hyatt. So I just contacted him, and then if I were grab a chance, so he recommended me to apply the job. So I get a job.
So requirements are not so complicated. It's you have to have like minimum 2 years experience in hospitality. You have to have higher education and of course English speaking skills.
Yes, but this one, just in our case, I think it's maybe depend on the which position you will hold after. Yes, but for us it was like this.
Well, the minimum requirements what I learned online was for the visa is basically to have a bachelor's degree in the field you're going to work in, and or like 10 years of experience in hospitality. For us it was hospitality, so I luckily had a bachelor's degree, and for me that was the minimum requirement, plus English speaking skills of course. Yes.
Requirementnya apa ya? Yang gue ingat adalah gue harus ngirimin transkrip nilai, dan tandanya dia pengen yang memang lo tenaga kerja asing itu skilled, jadi nggak pengen ada orang yang bekerja tidak sesuai dengan apa yang dipelajari sebelumnya gitu ya. Berarti sesuai dengan bidangnya. Terus kayak bekerja berapa lama kayaknya nggak ada deh. Selama lo sudah pernah bekerja, sudah cukup umur, kayaknya aman deh. Cuman ya memang harus berada pada jalurnya gitu.
I have the university degrees and 2 years about my professional.
The requirements of going here in Japan to be able to work in a hotel, well, they just asked for some of my credentials, and one of the interviewer told me that I should have at least an experience in hotel industry, which I was a bit confident because I do have hotel experience. So it makes me more confident in getting the job.
According to my experience, my requirement for these positions, at least you have the Japanese and also English, and after that, required by the majors and also the related certifications or the degrees.
As far as I know, it's a 10 years equivalent of your experience, or bachelor degree is a must to apply for working visa, which is category 9, and they have different work visa, but for my case is a category 9, so you require either 10 years experience or bachelor degree.
So before you apply for the visa, you need to get a COE. COE is Certificate of Eligibility, and documents required diploma, passport, some photos, your CV, and proof of your English skills, your language skills. And it takes like 1 month because Japan is very strict about the foreign who comes to work in their country, and after you get the COE, you can easily go to Embassy of Japan and apply for a visa, and it takes like 1 week.
1 week is a band of maybe 3-4 days. Yes, for another people maybe it takes longer as well. As Alex mentioned before, that Japan is checking everything and it's really like strict.
So basically, you need to send your bachelor certificates and your master's degree certificates, copies basically, and then in the middle you have to also send your work experience certificates, like where have you worked and what positions you worked in. You have to send a digital picture, I think it's 4 centimeters and 3 centimeters, a JPEG file. Send original copies of your passport, and if you have an English certificates like a TOEFL exam or IELTS exam, you have to send your certificates for that as well.
Pertama tuh gue suruh ngirim foto, gue nggak ngerti kenapa disuruh kirim foto ya. Terus transkrip nilai tadi, terus CV di dalam bahasa Jepang, mampus nggak lo? Terus udah sih, kayaknya itu aja deh. Sama nanti, jadi kita ngirimin dokumen itu, gue sih waktu itu ya, gue ngirimin dokumen itu semua ke perusahaan yang waktu itu gue apply. Terus nanti dia akan mengusulkan gue ke imigrasinya. Nanti dari imigrasi itu dibikinin namanya COE dia, itu Certificate of Eligibility.
Buy my passport, photographs, and bachelor degrees.
The requirements that they needed to get from me is my school credentials, my degree certificate in hospitality management, and some of my working certificates in different companies.
Yeah, in my situation, it's more of the papers. My previous hotel repair for me, and for my side, I repair the passport, and also I need to write the reasons why I applied for that job. And furthermore, I should prove the certifications and also degrees in my universities and translate it into English to apply for the visa.
The document you require to apply the visa, as far as I remember, it's of course passport, and you need the certificate of eligibility which the company provides, and the bachelor degree or the proof of experience that you've been working for this industry.
Very interesting question. We tried before to learn Japanese, but it's actually a little bit difficult for us. I know it's not excuses at all. So maybe 1 week ago I already installed one application, Duolingo. I think everyone have to be aware about this, and at least try to learn some basic words like the questions as well and the numbers. So I'll do my best.
Speaking about learning Japanese before, I knew 2 words, konnichiwa and arigato, and I know 3 words now, konnichiwa, arigato, and daijoubu desu. So that's it, that's my level of Japanese at the moment.
Bahasa Jepang nggak dulu?
Belajar.
Sebelum datang ke sini?
Belajar. SMA. SMA gue belajar 3 tahun, tapi udah lupa tuh. Terus di kuliah gue nggak belajar Jepang, gue belajar bahasa Perancis. Ngapain ya? Abis itu enggak sih. Abis itu nggak ada belajar yang benar-benar belajar gitu. Paling gue suka nonton anime gitu aja, tapi nggak berguna.
Yes, I did learn Japanese because even just a little, I wanted to communicate with them.
Japanese language, not at all. I just heard it from one of my colleagues, but I did not learn any of those. But of course, I'm willing to learn.
Yeah, before coming here, I learned Japanese about 6 months, and after that, I learned in the college, in here at the International Communications in Hiroshima. Yes, and yes, I can. You could say that I learned Japanese before coming here.
I didn't learn any Japanese, so it's a fresh and I have a zero knowledge about Japanese. But you know, if you are planning to come to Japan without knowing Japanese language, I think Hokkaido, especially in the Nisako area, it will be your entry point because they have lots of season and stuff, and also more chance of getting higher without knowing Japanese language.
We got for our work, we got a working visa for 1 year, and each year you need to renew with your company, with Hyatt.
I got an employment visa, but it's restricted to my field of work, that is hospitality, and it's for 1 year, and then you renew it every year from the place of work.
Visa yang gue dapet nih, engineer, specialist in humanities, dan international service. Itulah mengapa kita harus kirimkan CV dan transkrip nilai lo, jadi lo bener-bener skilled labor kesini gitu, nggak ngasal.
I got engineer, specialist in human resources, international services visa.
Visa that was applied for me was the humanities engineering specialist. That kind of visa to be able to work here in Japan.
So for the visa, my visa right now is either working visa for the what can I say, international humanity visa.
It's a work visa valid for 1 year and category 9, yeah, which is international service.
So it's very tricky question because maybe 80-90% of Japanese people, they don't speak English, and it's very difficult to communicate with them. And sometimes we feel that they're very disappointed of us because we came to their country and don't speak their language.
They treat me very well, actually. They're one of the most cultured countries I've worked in, and to be honest, when I tell them that I worked in Dubai, they're all astonished. They love it, and I felt very welcome here. And yes, there are some problems with languages sometimes when you don't understand what the person is saying, or and the person doesn't understand what you're saying. For example, in the driving license centers here and stuff. Check Clarissa's video about driving license center. Yeah, and but overall very good experience.
Ini gue akan membocorkan rahasia kecil ya. Banyak orang Jepang yang nggak tahu mereka ngejajah Indonesia loh ternyata. Jadi mereka biasa-biasa aja dan welcome aja sih. Cuman memang orang sini tuh lebih apa ya? Dia tidak seguyup kita lah. Guyup ngerti kan ya, kalian pasti ngerti lah guyup. Kayak gitu. Jadi ya ada pasti kaget aja pas di sini kayak kehilangan temen nongkrong gitu-gitulah. Itu ada Clarissa sekarang. Kayak gitu.
They treated me really friendly, more than I expected, especially I speak their languages.
Japanese people, of course, they are very polite, and the rumors are really true that Japanese people are polite, and they always want to care about their colleagues and people. So yeah, it seems that I don't have any problem of having conversation with Japanese people here.
For my experience until now, the Japanese in my previous hotels really support me because they know me, the foreigners. So they teach me how about the cultures there, about the working style, and also they also teach me how to communicate, the way working, and also they are really helpful. And even though if I have some mistake, they also know give me the reasons why you shouldn't do that, and also give me the instructions to do proper way.
For me, they are kind, they are very polite, but only the issue is like I'm not sure it's polite or no, but if you do something wrong, they are not really telling you. So it doesn't mean that if they keep quiet, it means you're always right. So that's the one thing I noticed about. But overall, they are really nice and very friendly as well.
It's very difficult questions because we're living in Hokkaido, in Kuchan. It's a ski resort, and all entertainment happen in winter. So it's very difficult to compare to big cities like Tokyo, Kobe, Osaka. So I would say it's still an open question for us.
My personal expectation was a bit high because I think that in my dream the Japan have to be very strict and organized and really following all the rules.
Well, to be honest, before you come to Japan, you have a different expectation. You feel you're coming to a country which is so traditional, so welcoming, so beautiful, and all of this is true. But then there are pluses and minuses here, of course, because we don't live in a very big city like before. For me, compared to Dubai, this city is small. You don't have a lot of things to do. You have to try and keep yourself busy. But during the COVID-19 and stuff like that, you don't have opportunities to do much because you're in a small city. Also, it's super cold. It is really cold when in the winter for sure. I've never experienced such temperatures. And snow, it snows here, so it's amazing. Expectations wise, I was expecting it to snow, and I was expecting it to be cold, yes. But culturally wise, I was expecting it to be a little difficult, but it's not that difficult. It's easy to live your life here.
Ya maksudnya gue datang dari Jakarta gitu, gue kan kerja Jakarta nih sebelum. Pas kesini, gue kayak gue nggak pernah tinggal di Malang sih, tapi kayak tinggal di Malang gitu, sepi gitu, nggak ada apa-apa gitu, bukan kota, jadi sepi banget. Yang gue expect tuh Jepang tuh kayak gedung-gedung gitu ya, Harajuku gitu, terus banyak toko-toko ramen pinggir jalan. Pas di sini tuh nggak ada. Yang gue lihat tumbuh-tumbuhan, binatang gitu aja terus.
Well, in general, Japan is quite meet my expectation because I got some Japanese friends, so I know their culture or something. But Hokkaido is really different. They have a lot of foreigner, and yeah, the Japanese is quite different.
Japan, yes, they met my expectations in a way. I can't really say fully yet because of course I'm in Hokkaido, so maybe if I'm able to travel to different cities in Japan, so I can see the differences between provinces and cities. But so far I'm having a good time in Japan since my expectation is quite high since I was from Singapore, which is the same rich country.
Honestly, my first expectations before coming here and until now, for me, a little bit different. But I'm happy and also I enjoy with my experience until now, and I'm not regret to be here.
Yeah, for me, yes, it met my expectation. The food is good, the climate is my preference as well, and the people are nice as well. But my workplace currently, most of them is mixed nationality, but every Japanese person I met, they're really nice, so it met my expectation.
I was actually googling this before because I was looking for things like does Japan not accept people with tattoos and stuff like that, but here it's completely normal. I actually get a lot of attention because I have one of the tattoos which is a moomin, and I don't even know about moomin before I came to Japan. and I mean, people like my tattoos, and it's not a big problem here. Okay, I can't get into swimming pools and stuff where I have to cover my entire body because of the tattoos, but other places everything is fine.
Tattoos in Japan, it was one of my interview. It was one of the questions in my interview that I even asked one of my interviewer. So he said that having a tattoo in a hotel that I'm working with is not really an issue as long as it's not visible to the people of or to the guest. So, but my mind before is that like having tattoo in Japan, like Japanese people have a big concern on that. So, but it's all just rumors. But I can see that I can walk everywhere wearing my tattoo because I have 4 tattoos like in my legs and in my arms.
Traditional Japanese, they don't like it. So if you have a tattoo, they will be looking at you, especially the mid-age and above. But young people, or especially those who study in abroad, so they are very flexible. They even have a tattoo. But overall, having tattoo will limit your job opportunity.
Good luck.
Buat yang pengen ke Jepang juga atau pengen ke luar negeri gitu, gue ngerasa orang-orang banyak yang terlalu banyak alasan gitu nggak sih? Kayak lo coba berpikir deh, berapa kali diri lo bilang kayak, tapi kan gue begini, tapi kan gue begitu, tapi kan gue begini, tapi kan ini begini gitu. Kalau lo masih punya waktu untuk dan energi untuk mikir kayak gitu, menurut gue lo nggak pengen banget sih berarti. Jadi ya, good luck.
如果你喜欢以上的影片，请欢迎订阅、点赞、收藏。
So to all people who wanted to go to Japan, so good luck to everyone. And you might see some challenges, but I am certain that everyone can make it. So good luck and mabuhay!
So the last thing I would like to say to you is good luck and follow your heart. Yeah. chúc may mắn, gambatte kudasai.
So good luck everyone who applying the job in Japan, and I hope this video will help.
Hey guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it and I hope it's helpful for you. Please note that you don't really need JLPT certificate especially if you apply to Hokkaido Niseko area, because they will still accept you, hiring you even though you don't have any experience in learning Japanese. But it will be better, of course, if you have it and if you learn it before. So make sure if you have time before you apply or before you go here, make sure to take some classes for that, so it will be easier for you to communicate. And also more informations like the website to apply the job and everything, I will put down in the description box below, so make sure to check it. And lastly, please comment down below if you have any suggestions, comments, critics, or more questions that is not in the video, and I will make sure that I answer it for you to help you. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your friends who need it. And also lastly, good luck for all of you who is looking for a job right now, and good luck for it. Don't give up. I will see you on the next video. Bye.
Please subscribe to Clarissa channel.
So you probably see this amazing red button here, this amazing rectangular button which starts with S and ends with E. Kindly click on it and subscribe to Clarissa's channel.
Subscribe channelnya Clarissa Siang ya. Ada tombolnya di bawah sini, di sini nggak sih? Sini.
如果喜欢这支影片，欢迎订阅、点赞、收藏，谢谢。
Okay, before you end this video, make sure to subscribe to Clarissa.
So nếu bạn thích video này, hãy nhấn like và nhớ subscribe the channel. If you like this video, please like and also subscribe channel. Thank you.
And please subscribe to Clarissa channel. And